Hi everyone, today we are visiting the Cheltenham Badlands here in Caledon, Ontario.
This attraction is located approximately 1 hour northwest of Toronto. We booked our visit online and didn't end up with the nicest weather on the day we chose. But we made the most of our visit and learned a few things too. Stay tuned to the end to hear some important tips for visiting this attraction.
Unfortunately, the main path is closed to go and see the Cheltenham Badlands, so we have to walk down the sidewalk along the road, but we are on our way right now and we're going to show you what it's like.
The walk from the ticket booth to the boardwalk entrance wasn't too far. It took less than 10 minutes at a leisurely pace. It's a nicely paved sidewalk, but it is located right on the side of the road, and cars were driving by pretty fast on our visit. A good thing to know is that for anyone who requires mobility assistance, there is one dedicated parking spot at the entrance of the viewing deck that can be used.
The weather is not cooperating with us today, so the main trails are closed. We are able to go and view from the viewing deck though, so that's what we're doing right now. We just walked up from the parking lot to the viewing deck on a sidewalk. It's right by the road. You can hear all the cars going by, but we are able to get a quick view and I think they're pretty cool. So we are looking forward to coming back one day when we can do the actual trail loop and go on a bit of a hike. But for now, here is a quick view of the Cheltenham Badlands.
The boardwalk was set up to keep visitors moving in one direction, and along the fence there were spots marked where you could get a good picture. At the end of the boardwalk, there was an exit from the trail, and the main entrance started at the ticket booth in the main parking lot area. But as you can see, it was extremely muddy, so we were glad we didn't have to walk through that on our visit. Before our visit, I had no idea what the Badlands were, but while we were there, I learned quite a bit from the signage. Badlands is a geological term for an area of soft rock or shale without soil or vegetation that has been transformed into a landscape of rolling hills. The Cheltenham Badlands actually formed about 450 million years ago, and the iron oxide in the shale produces the reddish color you see here. The Badlands are considered part of the Niagara Escarpment, which was designated as a UNESCO World Biosphere Reserve in 1990. And some interesting history about this property is that it was used through the 18 and early 1900s for agriculture, but in the 1930s the natural erosion began and started to uncover what we can see here today.
We just finished our visit at the Cheltenham Badlands and we are walking back to our car, which is just a short distance away in the parking lot. I thought that they were pretty cool and they have a really interesting history. What do you think?
They were a lot prettier than I thought they were going to be. I wasn't really having my hopes up for them and they were really amazing.
And it's raining, so I imagine that in the sun it would be much prettier because they'd be like a nice orangey color, orangey red. Today they were just kind of like muddy looking because it is raining, but I think we will plan to come back in the future on a nicer day because we weren't able to do the hikes and we would really like to do that because right now we're on the side of the road. So eventually we would like to come back and see it for what it really is through the hiking trails. But it was a quick view and we're glad that we came and we enjoyed it. So definitely recommend if you're in the area. We just finished our visit here at the Cheltenham Badlands, and I wanted to share a couple of quick tips if you are planning a visit. The first one is you do have to reserve online in advance. You cannot just show up and go and see the Badlands. The second one is you only have an hour and a half to do your visit. So if you're planning to visit and it is sunny, it's not sunny right now, but if it is sunny, it may take you that long to go through the hiking trails. It only took us half an hour because it was raining and we were only able to go to the viewing deck. So make sure you reserve online, pick a good time for you, and you have an hour and a half to explore the Badlands.
Some additional tips and key information for your visit are that dogs, photography, birdwatching, and hiking are allowed. You cannot bike, have fires, hunt, geocache, horseback ride, camp, or litter. Drones are also not allowed in the area. Since it is very muddy, there is a boot cleaner at the beginning of the trail, but hiking is weather permitting. And if you need a restroom, they have a few porta potties in the parking lot area.
Well, I hope you enjoyed taking a quick look at the Cheltenham Badlands with us today here in Caledon, Ontario. And if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more travel videos coming soon. Bye!